Here I see your store at Infinity. बाहर से देख के समझ में नहीं आता है कि यहाँ पे Snitch है. But then once you get inside, it's located on the first floor of Infinity, and that's when I discovered, oh my God, Snitch है यहाँ पे, and that's when I went shopping over there. So, and you know, this is something that the founders of CocoCard told me, that they said that if you have a customer persona and you see that there is a brand in a different category which has the same customer persona, just blindly go and put out a store on the ground floor of a mall right alongside that particular store. For example, when it comes to CocoCard, Zara के जो customers हैं, their customer persona matches with CocoCard's customer persona. So they're like, bro, our hack is pretty simple. Because we have the leverage of capital, we would just put up a store as close as possible to a Zara or a Starbucks. That is enough to drive enough footfall. Eventually, we'll be able to sell very well. Do you also follow something very similar?
No, I mean, we've again learned it the tough way, saying that follow your own data and not someone else's data. Right?
Okay. Can you give an example? Did you mess up somewhere?
Not mess up somewhere, but we've seen like all Zara stores don't do phenomenally well. There is a Zara store in Surat which just does 10% of what it does in Palladium. If I had to place it there, then it'll be a wrong call, right? Yeah. So I think the way we look at it is, number one is our data point. How many consumers do we hold? Which is an obvious thing, that if I have 2,000 consumers in, say, this particular pin code, I know even if 30% is the retention rate, how many are going to shop from me. And through the malls pool, how many new consumers will I sort of attract. And plus, three is there are a lot of consumers who've seen us but never shopped because they didn't want to buy online. Now they can go to the store and experience it. So for us, data towards a neighborhood is not very, very important. To give you an example, our first store in Bangalore is on a semi-high street store. Even till date, there is no absolute retail presence across 500 meters up and down.
Okay.
We chose that location. I was passing by Jayanagar, saw a to-let board. The first store that we were doing, right? It said 2,200 square feet. 3,65,000 is the rental. The first thing that hit my head was, even if we do 7-8 lakhs sort of revenue, we'll be profitable. So we decided to take up that place. Took about 2 months to design it. July 15th is when we launched, and within 15 days, that store hit 50 lakhs in net revenue.
Oh, wow.
That was a strong brand pull because there's absolutely no sort of, retail presence there. And again, I think art of distraction helps you, amazingly well in marketing at least, right? Same with online. If you're scrolling on Instagram, you see something which is distracting you, different from the obvious content that you're watching. It is for sure that you will spend extra 5 seconds. Correct. The same way when you're passing by a street, which is just barren, suddenly you see a flashy store in between. That's a distraction.